In this tutorial, we'll learn about profiles in the Vivaldi web browser, including how to create new profiles, customize profiles, delete profiles, and why would you want to use profiles in the first place. In order to create a new profile in Vivaldi, the first thing we need to do is click on this profile button at the top here. By default, Vivaldi creates a profile that is called Work. Keep in mind that there is a button here to create an online Vivaldi account, but that is not what we want. Browser profiles are local profiles. They have nothing to do with online services. Instead, we want to go down here and click where it says Manage Profiles. The pop-up will change. Then we click on Add Profile. You may want to pick a name or icon during this step, but if you don't want to, you can customize it later. Let's name the new profile Personal for now. Then we click on Add Profile. Vivaldi is going to create a new profile and open a new window as the new profile. Because this new profile is completely blank, Vivaldi will treat you as if you were a completely new user. This means it's going to show you the wizard that appears when you first installed Vivaldi. It also means that all the settings that you customized in the first profile will be gone in the second profile. There will be separate themes, separate keyboard shortcuts, a separate browsing history. If you customize the toolbar to remove the VPN button, you are going to have to remove it again. Any extensions you installed in the browser are also per profile, and any settings or data that is stored in the browser extension in one profile also won't be available in the second profile. Another important aspect of using multiple profiles is that each profile has a separate cookie jar, which is where the browser stores the cookies it gets from a website. Let's try accessing a website that uses cookies to see how this works. Let me maximize this window for now. This is a free online browser game called Cookie Clicker. Unsurprisingly, it uses cookies for ads and traffic analysis. Let's click on this button on the cookie banner to acknowledge the tracking cookies. First, we need to pick a language, then the game will reload. The point of this game is just to click on this big cookie that makes the number go up. Then you use the cookies to buy stuff. By default, it saves every 60 seconds, but we don't want to wait that long, so we're going to save it manually. If we close the tab where the game was running and then we reopen it, the game will continue from the state saved in the web browser. In modern web browser games, the game state isn't stored in cookies, but in a separate system called local storage. There are some technical differences between them, but both of them are separate per profile, so they aren't relevant in the context of this tutorial. Let's copy the URL of the game and try opening it in a separate profile. Observe that the cookie pop-up appears again, as if we hadn't already acknowledged the use of cookies already. The website seems to have completely forgotten about us. That's because this is a different profile, so the browser doesn't have any cookies from this website, and there is no data in local storage from this browser game. In other words, from the perspective of this website, it's like we have never visited it before. We are a completely new user. There are two ways to switch between browser profiles in Vivaldi. The first way is to just close Vivaldi and then open it again. When there are multiple profiles, Vivaldi will display a profile selector during startup. If you don't like seeing this window, you can disable this in Settings or uncheck this checkbox here. Let's click on a profile to see what happens. If a window is already open, you can change profiles by clicking on the profile button in the address bar. Your other profiles will be displayed in a list around here. Since we only have two profiles right now, it only shows the other one. Let's click on it. When we switch profiles, Vivaldi doesn't change the profile of the current window, it opens a new window with the other profile. In other words, each window always has its own profile. And you can tell which profile you are using by looking at the profile icon in the address bar. To customize an existing profile, click on the profile button and then click on the header of the pop-up. This will change the pop-up to let you edit the profile. Here, you can rename the profile by typing a new name for it, or change the profile icon by clicking on one of these icons that come installed in Vivaldi. It's also possible to use a custom icon as your profile picture. To do this, simply click on the plus button instead. A file dialog will appear where you can select an image file to be your profile's icon. Then you click on Save and the icon will be saved. To delete a profile in Vivaldi, click on the profile button on the address bar and then click on Manage Profiles. Then click on the profile that you want to delete. Vivaldi will show you a summary of how much data is stored in the profile. Then we click on Remove Profile to delete it. Vivaldi will warn you that if you remove the profile, it's going forever, permanently, and you won't be able to restore the data in the profile at all. If you are absolutely sure that you want to delete the profile, click on the Remove Profile button again. Then the profile will be gone. This is how you use profiles in the Vivaldi web browser. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.